Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account. That is right guys, chapter 40 at this point. We haven't seen very many nerfs to chapter 40. 39 and below, we have seen a significant amount of nerfs. So even looking here guys, at the team comps, we're about 80 levels, about 80 plus levels, which on 519. But then you look towards the end of chapter 40 guys, they're level 730. That is right, it's about a 215 level deficiency. So this is where, as you can see, most players are getting stuck making progression into 40 because the levels do climb exceptionally high. So thank you guys for joining me for the Sunday stream. We got this J guy here, Fistar is here, Darkblame, Javid is here as well, Levi, Ogi, Madi, Illuminous, Law, Geeky, everyone is here today for today's stream. Have 31,000 diamonds, guys. We are still looking to add stars to Scarlet. Every time you add Scarlet, stars to Scarlet, due to her engraving, you actually do get some more haste, which will allow us to really maximize our damage within those Twisted Realm bosses and also the guild bosses. Now, the new Graveborn hero is up. I don't think we have any copies of Fane right now. He seems pretty good, but a lot of people are still kind of on the fence. A lot of players have asked, should we be building him? As of right now, I would kind of just wait. Honestly, till we see him in formations, when we see him in Twisted Realm formations, when you see him in metacomps, it might be worth building. PvP seems like he is going to be solid, but overall right now, most players are waiting. Then, of course, we are building out Haelus, guys. We are continuing to build him. We see him in a lot of the Cursed Realm comps, as well as other places in AFK Arena, including the Abyssal Expedition. So I cannot wait to see this. Carol is here as well. Hyatt as well. All right, guys, so we're going to get right into the summons. I set up the team comps that we're going to use for Chapter 40. I do have the Thoran comp in there, but I'm not sure exactly how well it's going to work. I didn't have a chance to go through and kind of prep everything, pick up our loot. So I'm going to go ahead and open up all of our rewards here. And we have a lot of chests to go through, guys. We've been getting a lot of chests out of the Fight of Fates right now, which is awesome. Needs one copy of Alna. Yeah, Javid, so I've been trying Fane out on the race account, the free-to-play race account. It seems like Fane is pretty strong. I love the crowd control aspect, especially locking the enemies in the back is what I've liked. It seems like it's working again pretty well. So right here, some of the chests we've been getting, guys, we've been pulling a lot of these. So out of this chest in particular, I've just been picking up red chests. We know with Fane coming, I do not have enough red chests to build out Fane. So I need some more copies. And then, of course, Essence. We need the Hero Essence is forever in the bank that we need. We have EXP, which we continue to build. I get a little bit of engraving mats out of there. And then this one will give us, and I've been going kind of back and forth. This one will go ahead. You know what? I'm going to do engraving mats in here. We're building out Kren. We're building out Raku. Those are the real two that we're looking at building. So we have a couple rare stones and then some elite stones, guys. Fingers crossed, we have 3 elite stones here. We can get a copy of someone that we need. Boom, we get Screg, Damon, and Rose. Not too bad, but all of them are at 5 stars, which means that those are just going to be fodder at this point. What's going on, Naha? And Apollonier is here as well. So 7,000 essence, I love that. It is getting expensive, guys. We're at like 40,000 plus essence, 44,000 essence per level, which continues to just increase. And look at that, we got a new subscriber, Mark. Thank you for subbing to the channel. We are almost to 23,000 subscribers, guys. It is going pretty quick. One thing I want to point out is make sure that you are buying out these cards, guys. There's been a discussion over on Reddit, if you're on there, that a lot of people have said, you know, don't buy the cards. A lot of players said, do buy the cards. If they come out with an Awakened Hero and you have not been buying these cards, you're kind of SOL. And that is the way that I kind of looked at it, is if you do not have those cards to get the new hero, there's no other way to get them, and you cannot utilize diamonds for them, which is the reason why I say go ahead and buy them out, guys. Because when another Awakened Hero comes into the Temple of Time, you're not going to have an option. We have 272 cards, but you will have 0 option to pick this hero up, short of spending real life money. So especially if you are free to play, I know it could be detrimental. Not sure if the hero is going to be a game changer or not, but that we have to kind of wait and see. What's going on, Robbie, for fun? Fane, Raku, Screg, Kren, Titus. Yes, I've seen a couple different formations with Fen. with Fane, but I want to see exactly how well he comes out. It's interesting to see. We still have one summon in here, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to pick up our extra copy of Scarlet. We still have 3, guys. We need 3 copies of Scarlet, so I'm not too worried about picking up that last one, which we do right there, because she is a hero. We need to get 3 more pieces of furniture on, as well as continue to build out when it comes to the adding stars on there. So we have 33 scrolls there, have some companion points, which we'll get right into. A lot of players have been pulling the legendary Talene out of these points, which unfortunately we don't see one, but that's okay. I'm more than happy with it. Oh, thank you, Apollinaire. I love covering the AFK Arena content. I love talking to you guys on live streams. So we got 3 summons here, which means it's going to be another elite, which is a copy of Peggy. If you do not have Peggy for the Fight of Fates, she's pretty broken because when she gets crowd controlled, her guards still do whatever the guards do, making her pretty broken in the Fight of Fates. So we got 1 decent pull with Peggy and a second elite right there, which is Warwick. Warwick, I still need to build out. We still have some definite need for Warwick. This one I'm going to go Graveborn because, again, we have a couple heroes, including Fane, which there is Desira. Is Desira any good? Yes, Desira is good. Desira does require her to be built. So the stronger that you make Desira, the more you build her, the better she does. The big thing is she is kind of a slow healer. With the Oceanic Mist, it does take a little bit to get it up. But in certain formations, if you have a formation that can actually hold the line for a little bit, Desira will really be a go-to hero. She does a phenomenal job, guys. So we picked up 38 cards. We've been pushing the towers. Also out of the latest events, 38 cards. We have 28,000 diamonds. So we are going to have some definite summons here. Can you read my last comment? Let me see, Marcus. What is the pretty basic free-to-play team for a star? And what investment, of course, being quite a few copies. So a star, the big thing that players are using a star for is healing, damage, and mitigation. The mitigation does come, Marcus, from her plus 60 engraving, which is super non-free-to-play friendly. But that is really the big part. The signature item herself doesn't do too well. The furniture is really what you want to. And it really depends, again, what you're using a star for. If you're utilizing her for that damage mitigation, we see her in some basic formations with like Mishka. It seems to work well. Anyone that is going to increase survivability, because she does have damage and healing as well. And again, most players do build a star out for that plus 60 engraving, the plus 60 engraving gives a 60% damage mitigation, Marcus, which is huge. All right, guys, so fingers crossed. I want to pick up at least 2 copies. I would love 1 or 2 copies. I'd love to see some diamonds, guys. We haven't actually seen these diamonds in a considerable amount of time. So let's see what we can get out of here. Pull number 1 gives us another copy of Haelus. The last pull we did, we got a copy as well, which is good. That is really awesome to see. That will actually take him, I believe, to Mythic Plus at this point. Another pull gives us a Lightbearer card, so pretty good there. That could be a copy of Scarlet. Gives us a rare card and some more resources. And into the diamonds, guys. We got 5 pulls with diamonds. A little bit more resources there. And another copy of Haelus. That's what we were looking for. Also a Graveborn card, which could be a copy of Fane or some of the other heroes that we need. Double copies of Haelus. I like it. We have 3 more here to pull. Another copy of Haelus. Guys, that is 3. That is 3. Out of 8 pulls, we got 3 copies. I love the Stargazer today, guys. We still have 2 more pulls out of here. So pull number 1 gives us a Wilder card right there. We got a Mythic piece, which is pretty good. And our final pull right here, guys, just some more resources. But we got 3, guys, 3 copies of Haelus. That is awesome. That brings him so much closer to being completely done. Very nice. I love seeing the pulls there. Peggy, that'll actually add a 4th star on, so Peggy is almost done. Warwick, again, we utilize a lot, which is awesome. Yeah, awesome, awesome pulls with Haelus on there, guys. And there we go. So that will actually take him to Mythic Plus. And that gives us 2 copies, guys. We are 2 copies away from Haelus being done, which is awesome. That is actually awesome. How can I unlock the Stargazer? Stargazer unlocks at chapter 16. It is when the Stargazer will be unlocked. You do have to get to that point in the game. So look at that, guys. We need 2 more copies and Haelus will be done, which is awesome. That is very, very nice to see the progression pulls we got there, which that doesn't give us enough for another one. But Scarlet, we still need furniture for Scarlet. We need furniture for Haelus. I'm still building them out. All of these heroes, we need furniture for Mishka. Namora, we can definitely build out. Brutus is going to increase his immunity. Baba Yaga, of course, is going to do the cheat death. We need furniture for everybody on here, guys. When I was gazing for Haelus a while back, I got a triple. Oh, that is awesome, Matthew. I love seeing the triple. I haven't seen a triple in forever. Doubles, we picked up a couple, but triples, not recently. First pull, just some legendary, and there's a mythic, guys, which is Haelus. I believe that is the 2nd or 3rd piece we might have for him. We can actually check it out. So not too many Stargazer or Poe coins on that one, but we are going to do the same, and we are going to continue to build out Scarlet, guys. She is really driving the damage when it comes to the Twisted Realm boss. And I'm really hoping that we don't have a new hero come soon and she just gets backseated to another new hero. That would really suck, but we're using her while we have her. Yeah, 4 more copies for engraving. My engraving mats have been absolutely horrible. Again, I've been going back and forth, building up Raku, and I've also been building out Kren. So those have been the 2 that I've really been focused on. But that gives us, guys, 398 pieces of furniture, almost at 400, which is phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal with the progression that we've been making in here. Super excited to get into 40. All right, guys, so that'll do it for our summons for today. So now it is just kicking back, doing the campaign. We got, again, a couple formations built. We're going to run through here, see what we can do, taking out some progression, making some progression in the campaign. So I'm hoping, again, looking at about an 80 level deficiency. Every single stage you fight in here is that much more difficult. I know people, again, are getting stuck at 40, even getting to like 40-4. That is where a lot of players have begun getting stuck within the campaign, is once we're starting to move just a little bit past 40. Love the content. May the luck be with you on the pulls. Yeah, Scarlet absolutely is epic. What's going on, Emmett? Thank you for joining us for the stream. So 40-2. And I love the Alna Albedo combination. It's kind of unique because most people only Grez things of that nature. But for the little buy stages, the little mini stages, it's a relatively easy formation to run. You can even run this variation of it as well. But as long as we can keep Mortas up, which essentially I'm going to have to build Mortas at a point to continue making progression with him. But right now we have it. Mortas, when Mortas was released, we did some summons for Mortas. We got super lucky. We picked some doubles when it came to Mortas, making it very easy to get through here. But again, guys, 638. So looking at the level, we're already 100 plus. So in 3 simple stages in chapter 40, the chapters have already went up a ton. We've seen that much of an increase with the chapters already. What's going on, Yaron? And Jesus is here. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And G Dave, RPG Master as well. Just want to ask why Drez is not meta. So the big thing RPG with Drez is the thing is Drez brings nothing to a team. That is kind of the reason why Drez doesn't make it into any of the meta formations RPG is because of his abilities doesn't bring anything to the team. He's relatively easy to kill if you don't have him built out. And also, again, he's kind of self-sufficient. He doesn't bring that much to the team, and he dies out really fast. That's kind of the problem we've seen. Even on my Mauler account, where I do have him built, and I have him completely built, Drez dies out really fast, and he doesn't bring much to the team. See you later, Marcus. Sinhard is here. Big shout out to Sinhard, guys. Has been helping me and carrying me through probably one of my most hated Candy Crush parts of AFK Arena, but I did not know until he told me you can actually request help. So I've been requesting help from Sinhard, and he has been completing stages for me within Pippa's little exploration piece. Well, what's going on, Moneymaker? Why do you have Kel'thar in the furniture list? The big thing with Kel'thar, guys, is he's going to be stronger. The more you build him, the stronger he is when he comes back in that spectral form. That's really the big part. I also do use him when we run the Abyssal Expedition and things of that nature. Being a ranger class, he works really well within those formations. He does work very, very well in the ranger class. When you put relics behind him, guys, we know most players or most heroes do work really well. Kel'thar is one that is super hard to kill, and if you do happen to kill him, he comes back again. What's going on, Naomi? Naomi is another one. Naomi is killing it on the race. She is, I believe, still the front runner into chapter 20 at this point. We've been doing the race, guys, for 9 days now, and players are already into chapter 20. I am almost through 19 at this point. Just need some good, solid pulls. Is Shamira good for chapter 32? Emmett, the big thing is when you start getting into level deficiencies, the damage that Shamira does will actually fall off quite a bit, which is the reason why a lot of players quit using Shamira. Is the damage really, really falls off. Kel'thar is actually a boss, but annoying as heck in the campaign. Yeah, that's where Kel'thar is just an absolutely... I hate fighting Kel'thar. Kel'thar is another one of those heroes that it just really stinks to fight. I don't think I set up the Thoran comp here. I'm going to have to look to see what we got here. Might have to switch this around. I wasn't using the Thoran comp up until a little bit early. Naomi's nearly chapter 22. That is insane, guys. Chapter 22 in, what's it been, 7, 8, 9 days? Look at that. She has pushed chapter 22 in 9 days. Insane. Oh, we cheesed the last one. Sorry, guys. I'm in here talking in chat, not even paying attention to what we're doing in here. The cheese did work. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure who. We got Baba Yaga, I think, fused with somebody. Or someone in the formation's fused. Let's see who we got. So this we are running the 5 pole. Oh, Leica is in another formation. I didn't even notice that. Oh, she's not in there. What do we got? We have Lucretia. I'm trying to think. I think it's Gorvo. We have Gorvo fused. No, it's not Gorvo. We have Mishka in there. We have Lucretia in there. We have Skarath in there. So we have a normal 5 pole. It has to be Queen. Yep, Queen's a hero, guys. As much as I like Queen, I don't really utilize her for much of anything, which is kind of unfortunate because, like I said, she's a pretty solid hero, but not really using her for much of anything. Yeah, dominating that chapter 22. That is awesome. I'm not even sure how you got through there so quick. I'm struggling with 19 right now. I feel like there's just a couple key heroes that I need to get that I'm not seeing at all. And there we go, guys. We got through the stage just like that. The Thoran cheese strikes again, 1.62 billion damage, which is awesome. Yeah, Lucretia with the dual divinity on. You don't have to 5 pole. Yeah, the dual divinity is pretty strong. I like the formation. I haven't used the dual divinity very much. I'm not even sure. We're still running the longbow on her because the dual divinity does the little pull in, doesn't it? No, it's the damage, but dual divinity working on our side wouldn't work very well. She's not helping me out either. Oh, and you live together. She's not helping you out and you live together? That's horrible. Yeah, Thoran, like I said, Thoran cheese for a lot of people, guys, including myself, is a love-hate. It's horrible. I do not like it at all, but it works. That's really the big thing. Have they at all nerfed the Stargazer? I feel like the rates have dropped. Not that I know, Jesus. So I really wait till they say something kind of official. That's really the best way that I've seen it, is when they officially say something about the Stargazer, which at this point they have not. They have not said that they're nerfing anything. They haven't said that they changed anything. A lot of players have seen a lot more love from the Stargazer, which is pretty interesting. But again, they haven't said anything about nerfing it or changing it. And I feel like this one we're gonna have to change up this formation. Guys, Flora stages are and have always been just a nightmare. They're a nightmare to deal with. I know in here before we even ran some of the team comps like this because the crowd control aspect, which I know that might be a little bit hard. There's the mitigation. And Nara, guys. Again, Nara is another hero that works exceptionally well when you're fighting her. When you utilize her, doesn't do much of anything at all. Crazy how much Chapter 40 has been nerfed. Yes, absolutely, guys. Chapter 40 has been nerfed a ton, an absolute ton. And Ainz is losing a ton of his damage here, but I think we can get this one down. I mean, some of the earlier chapters, Tragic, have been like 100. I mean, like a 100 level nerf, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy they dropped it 100 levels. But you can see, guys, how fast this is scaling. When we started, 6 stages ago, we were about an 80 level deficiency. Now we're about, 130? So it scales super, super strong. Enoki is actually really good to use with Lucretia, save Iran and Scarlet for the Thoran cheese. Oh, yeah, I could. I don't have Enoki built. There's still a lot of heroes within here, guys, that I do not have built just for the lack of resources, honestly. I've really slacked with a significant amount of heroes. What is my favorite invade team? Lucretia invade. Definitely running Scrag. Scrag, guys. I wish, and again, we've said this before, I wish they would give Scrag more mitigation than what he has. The damage reduction here doesn't do enough to make the tank classes viable. And that's what a lot of players hate, is most of the tanks in AFK Arena, if they do not have an immunity, die out quick. And they die out really, really fast. Too many heroes on Lilith's side. Yeah, and so what I do, Levi, is really just looking at a list, just looking at your regular tier list, is pick and choose what heroes you want to build. I mean, that's really the only way to do, to really make progression in here, or to have the opportunity to build kind of multiple heroes, is picking and choosing who you're going to build. You can't build them all. So you are going to have to focus on the ones that you need to build. I didn't look at 40-8 for the team comps. I just paid attention to the first stage, so I think we're going to have to change up quite a few things in here. I think I've dropped a hint on the next Awakened hero. Sinhard, who's it going to be? Who are we taking the vote on for the next Awakened hero? Because honestly, my next Awakened hero that I think they're going to do is my boy Baden right here, or Shamira. That's honestly what I'm thinking, and what I think would be a pretty interesting kind of introduction. Would be a Baden or a Shamira. I like the idea of Shamira just because everyone loves Shamira. And this team is just, you know what? Let's see what we got here, guys. Between utilizing the formations in here and AFK helper, see, they use the Thoran cheese there. I love that they added this feature in here. Thoran cheese, Thoran cheese, Thoran cheese, Thoran cheese, Thoran cheese, and Thoran cheese. That's what I thought. So everybody is just tossing up the Thoran cheese. So this is a pretty tough team. A lot of crowd control, a lot of haste, but the ultimate counter for that is, yes, the Thoran cheese. So we know we're going to have the link here, which is good. I think we're going to have to get Namora into this. And I don't think this is the ideal position. Just thinking about what the cheese was. Looking here. That is not the ideal position. Thoran actually goes in the back. We'll scoop up Dox. Which again, they not utilizing Zafriel in there, but short of him just dying in there. Because Zap we don't have built either. That's another hero. But see, in this back formation makes a difference. Because we'll actually link Tassie and link Namora in there, which relies on the retaliation of... I hate the Thoran cheese, though. Also, can I say Frampton, Kren, Mishka, Prince, and Raku is a team like most favorite current comp? Yes, that is a good one. Not sure where within that formation that the new Graveborn hero would sit. Because honestly, a lot of players, again, I'm waiting to hear kind of the verdict is out right now for where the new Graveborn hero Fane is going to sit. I wonder if we can just throw... I've never built Zap. So Zafriel is another hero I know most people say we got to build. Actually never built him. He's a hero I've never built. And I've never built Zafriel on any account. I have not built him anywhere. So maybe it's time, guys. Maybe after we finish Helios, we'll build Zap. Run it 2 times. Oh, up top? I didn't even pay attention. Because I've noticed this is switching a lot. In here, that's at 2x. Or you mean run this one slower? I think Javid means run this one slower. See, Zap even put everyone together and they banished Kel'thar, which is kind of an interesting, interesting dynamic there to banish. Is there any way to hack the game? Madi, not that I know. Not that I know. If there is any way, again, I do not know. So chapter 44, there's no nerfs yet. I'm not sure. I think when they started the data collection tragic, it stopped at 43. I don't think there was the data collection for chapter 44. Which we got Kel'thar up. I think it's just going to be RNG with that. It's going to be a slave position. I hope it's not with... If the next one is going to be, Awaken Baden, I like that. I think that would be pretty cool to see an Awaken Baden. Run 2x the Thoran cheese. Oh, yeah, I can 2x the Thoran cheese. Which, again, they're pretty spread out here. I know we do have the link between Namora and Zafriel. I think there will come a day, guys, where we do have to... See, everyone is stacked up there. So that's going to be a pretty solid hit. Yeah, your credit card. There you go. So that is the hack, guys. Yeah, I know. Zap here for the stun. I think that's really what we're keeping a lot of the heroes together with Zafriel's stun in this one. We do also have Zolras delay in here. But guys, this is another team, again, with Thoran cheese. I dislike the Thoran cheese. Honestly. And it also seems there's going to be some RNG into what Pippa does in here. So we got them pulled together. It's close. Been stuck in chapter 33 for 2 months. Yeah, Madi, that's a lot to be stuck there. For that amount of time, that's a considerable amount of time to be stuck there. Leica will be the next Awakened hero if I'm right with the hints, but they did say they were gonna rework Baden or so. Yeah, that Sinhard, that was my thought. I would love to see Baden. Baden's a hero that I've always loved. And there it goes, guys. Boom! Thoran cheese victory. Just like that. That's what I love to see there. Yeah, again, another one that I'd like to see would be, like we said earlier, would be Shamira. Guys, Shamira has been one of the favorite heroes of AFK Arena, kind of all time. I would love to see them do something with Chimera. An awakened Chimera, I think, would be super broke, and it would be awesome to see, though. Just because, again, Chimera is a hero that has been loved for so long. No short video shows Leica being upset she didn't get used as much. Yeah, that would be cool. If you guys haven't seen, he's referring to the Esperia shorts. I love the short videos that they do in there. It's really interesting, really cool to see. Yeah, Javid, just the cheese. I don't like the cheese, guys. The Thoran cheese, usually it takes a long time, but it gives me the opportunity to sit and talk to you guys, which I absolutely love. Again, we should have probably looked at the rest of the formations in here, which I might have to pull up my friendly AFK helper and see what we got. Because some of these stages, guys, we know the Thoran cheese is working for the first one, but I like the 5 pull in here, but anytime that you're running Maulers, it's pretty hard to run and pull with the Maulers. It's actually a pain because most of the Maulers are pretty... It's more about damage than it is about the progression. 4 times speed in battles, 6... Yeah, it seemed like Javid was saying before, guys, the 6 times speed, a lot of people have been saying is completely broken, that it is not... which Lilith says no. So, I mean, you can kind of take that with a grain of salt between both of them. Lilith says absolutely not. The 6 times speed has no bearing on the things in the game, which, again, I don't know, kind of coming from, them being the source of the game. If there is a problem or if there is something broken with it, they're not saying much about it if that's the case. So interesting enough, guys, they're running, again, looking at a couple different teams, they're actually running Granite in here, which I do not have the plus 30 signature item for him. This is kind of a cheese, a really, really strong cheese right in the beginning, is just running Granite right off the bat to allow you to essentially stone everybody at the beginning. But it looks like here it might even still work. Look at them just fight each other, guys. It's such a cool comp. That is the reason so many players just love this comp. Is they literally just kill themselves. Which I'm not sure. See, we have Brutus in here. Which I like. So here they're running Kel'thar, and they're actually running Rowan in this back corner. So we'll do it this way. I think this is going to work a little bit better. So once we get the initial one up, if we can get Rowan to get some ults, usually it'll work relatively well, as long as we can keep them locked down on the enemy side, which I do like. 100% of 4. Yeah, that's what I thought, Javid. And of course, you talk to Lilith, and they kind of paint a different story to what's going on with it. And again, a lot of other players have said, well, it's either this or it's that, or it's, I've heard a bunch of different things. So let's run. This is the formation we're looking for. When can we expect new information about the Awakened Hero? Honestly, the new Awakened Hero should be relatively soon, I would think. Lilith said every 2 to 3 months for an Awakened Hero. We just seen Fane drop, so it might be a little bit of time, but we've seen Talene right around Christmas time, which means that we should see a new Awakened Hero. It's going towards the end of February, either the end of this month, middle of next month. I would say, in my opinion, would be about the timing for an Awakened Hero. So again, we're going to have to see kind of what that looks like, but it's about time. Honestly, when we wonder about a new Awakened Hero, they said 2 to 3 months. It's already been that time frame now, so it could be really any time, I guess. And there we go. We just got to take Talene down. Got it. Very nice. Try Leica over Brutus. Yeah, some of these formations, again, guys, some of it just takes a little bit of time. I don't think we have Leica in any of these other ones. because we can actually swap like it does well in here because of the energy and the haste. Guys, it's a pretty big pull for Lucretia. Just got to do the RNG to get this one done. My Awakened, I still need one copy, guys. I'm one single copy away from having my Awakened Talene to Ascended. And the big thing with her that we're realizing, and most of the players that are here from early game, is with the Awakened Talene, you cannot do much with her because she's missing all of her abilities. So once you do get her built, you have to have her signature item. After that, you have to have her furniture. After that, you have to have the engraving to build out all of her skills, which is the reason why, again, a lot of players are having problems with her. Early game is because she has no skills. We're kind of stuck at the point of not having any skills with the hero, which again kind of stinks, but that's what we're seeing. Let me actually swap this up and change it up a little bit. Because some of these, I like the longbow. A lot of people are running the dual divinity on her. So we'll swap this one out. And interesting enough, guys, the team they're running here is not the 5-pull. It's kind of a variation of it. So they're running Lucretia in here with Rain, of course, which is going to be providing a big damage boost. They're running Hodgkin in here, which I have built up a little bit, but making sure that he has the barricade. Most of you know, or if you haven't seen yet, a lot of the formations that I'm seeing, even when I look at a bunch of different places, are not really the original or kind of the regular meta formations that we've been seeing. They've changed them up quite a bit, which is pretty cool to see. But they're formations that work. And even here, guys, it's all about feeding Lucretia. We have to keep her alive within this formation. So at least she can ult. And again, using Hodgkin, I like Hodgkin in the formation because I don't use him for anything. He's actually a hero that we don't utilize very much. Just like we were doing the invade team with Screg. Just a couple heroes. Raku, a lot of people don't use some formations. And we see the same. See, Hodgkin needs to do his crowd control. As much as I like Hodgkin, him as a tank, again, some of these heroes I just need built up a little more. Yeah, Brutus we used in that other formation, which we might not have needed to, but we still do have the cheese we used. The 5-pull, again, we have the fusion there. And who do we have? We have our team there. Let's do... Because I wonder if our Ain's team will work in this one. Again, I know Entendre is really tough to deal with, guys. But we have Merlin with the mitigation. Just sticking kind of with the meta ones. And even the mitigation, guys, not... There's the crowd control. We just got to get the ult off. I'm going to E60 Isabella. Let me know how it works. Honestly, a lot of people have said that Isabella works pretty well. But for a lot of heroes, guys, it's the investment. I mean, it's a really, really high investment for some of these heroes. For them to really function well, it's a significant investment. Yeah, I love Isabella too. Ever since they did the rework is just crazy. I love once they did the rework, which we can just go back to our 5-pull. I like the 5-pull in here. That's what it even shows that is working, is that 5-pull. Which was the combination of using Lucretia in that comp. So we got Iran in here. We still have Leica. We still have Skarath. Use Sophia with the call. She got quite a bit of haste there. Who are we not utilizing? We're not using Mortas within here. And I should actually put Iran in the middle, which makes a big difference. Damon is used in Alna Grez. Yeah, I've seen Damon a couple times utilized within those formations. Yeah, so there's the pyramid up. Should allow Lucretia to live. Again, guys, some of it is just the RNG factor. So most of these stages do take 3 to 5 minutes is what a lot of players have said to get these down. How do you kill Rigby with Lucretia? Yaron, you can kill Rigby with Lucretia if Lucretia still has the buffs. If her death buff goes down, she will not be able to kill him. You kind of get stuck at that one, but she will not be able to kill him if the buff goes down. That's really the big thing with Lucretia. If it goes down, if that big buff goes down, it's not going to work. Try this free to play comp. Easy to push. Chapter 38, 39. My level is around 470. Brutus, Leica, Raku, Krantasi. Yes, absolutely. That is a solid comp. Childo. Big reason is you have a lot of crowd control in there. You have Brutus, which of course has the immunity, Raku, crowd control, Kren, crowd control, Tassi, crowd control, and Leica just kind of super cycles that entire one, which is awesome, which absolutely works perfectly because of those pulls. And I wonder even here, sometimes we take the call off him. I know getting him to ult, getting him to pull. Sometimes with a shroud gives him a second of survivability. And sometimes it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, the 9 of 9 honestly is really powerful when it comes to Isabella. A lot of players again have said that she works and she is pretty powerful when it comes to the damage that she's putting out. And here I still like running the longbow. Lucy can kill Rigby, she just needs a longbow. Yeah, and that's part of it when you're fighting Rigby. Rigby just has a pretty good self-heal, which a lot of players kind of get stuck with. But I think even here is Lucretia's getting stuck up on the totems. What artifact is good for Scarlet? Mainly what I've seen on Scarlet is the call. Or not the call, the eye, because of the damage. That's really the big thing. Oh, 150 level deficiency is a wall. Even so much money nerf is crazy. Yeah, as you can see, guys, it's getting there. The level deficiency is changing quite a bit. And again, I feel like we just need a couple. I was kind of going back and forth with who else we could utilize within this comp that's actually going to live, which is the big thing. Sophia needs to die now, so she gives energy to Lucretia. Oh, swap her up front. And then Sophia doesn't even die, which is pretty funny. So some solid comps. Yeah, solid comps. Depending where you're in the game, guys, if you don't have a lot of these heroes built, it doesn't work regardless. Which is funny because now she's not dying up front. We can't have Lucretia die before everyone else. Lucy with Shroud at the bottom. Switch Leica for Skarath. Lucy with the Shroud in the bottom. Swap Leica for Skarath. So Lucy with the Shroud. And I know Leica does the major debuff, which is going to give us the ability to actually cut through some of these tougher targets. Is I think that the theory here, because you can see the debuffs, boom, 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 on a couple different targets with Leica. Yeah, Brutus we used. We'd be pleased to know they've confirmed Baden and Soulless reworks. Oh, they did? When did they confirm it? I will definitely be pleased to know. Which I don't understand from a lot of the perspective why they were talking about the reworks. They were kind of going through the reworks, and then it just seemed like all of the reworks stopped. I didn't understand. I guess the logic behind it. AFK Arena was, redoing a bunch of different heroes. They were reworking a bunch of heroes. They were reworked Farael, Screg, and then it just stopped. It literally just stopped. Every single rework of pretty much every single hero just stopped. We stopped seeing patch notes with reworks, which again, I really didn't understand why they stopped all the reworks. Lucy can kill Rigby. Yeah, we talked about that. I think the problem with the enemy is the totem dude. Yes, it is. So Nemitsu is another one, guys. When you're fighting Nemitsu, he is very tough to deal with, especially if you have anything that is directional, because of the totems. The totem dude. But this is the formation that we've seen that has worked in a couple different places. Again, I'm hopping over to AFK Arena Helper. And there's a lot of formations in here, and it is this 5-pole. And again, I've seen a couple that are the other 5-pole that we kind of built. See, this one's even utilizing Lucy with Brutus and Orthros, which is kind of an interesting combination. Because she's getting the ultimate ability off, just doing enough damage to get through these shields, really. And see right there, it was just the totem. You play Nemitsu, the totems will do 0 for you. And then you fight Nemitsu, and you just can't kill him. He's just such a tough hero to kill. Yeah, his totem one-shots the team. That's what I'm feeling. But again, guys, most of this, it works. It just takes a little bit of time. Takes a little bit of RNG to get it done, but it works. 6x Scam Gazers probably can confirmation bias or negative bias. Keep track of all your pulls and you'll level around 2%. Yeah, I think 2% is about average. That's what I see. I mean, even now we did what? We did 5 pulls? Or no, we did what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did 8 pulls. We got 3 copies. I would pick to use Orthros. Yeah. Where's Orthros? We do have Orthros. Orthros versus Sephia or Orthros versus Leica? Because I think we have Orthros. Orthros is pretty built too. And him, the shield guys, the barricade. This is what a lot of players, barricade is a pretty unique artifact. But again, a lot of players running Orthros with the barricade. And again, looking at formations that have won this battle, that is one of them. One of them was actually comprised of Orthros running the barricade. Which is getting pretty close. I wonder if we even swap him back here. Or he'll just die right there in the very top. Yeah, Orthros we built. Orthros we never used, which is kind of funny. Even here, it shows Lucy up front for some of these formations. Is actually running Lucy up front. Again, it kind of on the fence with that. Put my Dres to E60 and don't regret it. Couple of shorts on my channel. There we go, guys. Boom! Told you, just take a little bit. 3 billion damage, which is insane. Look at that. Scarath, nothing. Iran, nothing. The pull just finished us off that quick. Yeah, absolutely Sono Res. Look at his gold hippo, guys. I love it. Only beat 2 to 3. Yeah, level deficiency is coming up quick, guys. You can see it here. Level deficiencies are coming up quick. This one I'm going to actually run all Grez. I think it has a better shot in here. We're going to swap Silas up here. I'm going to put Farael. And then we have Oden. Oden is another hero, guys, we are looking to build out at this point. Definitely need to make some more progression. But I love where the levels are. I love that we're into 40. Absolutely, it's where we need to be, especially based on how fast levels are going up. So knowing that you can't change artifacts and gears while you're in 5 fights. I believe Yaron, now you can. I believe they hotfixed that you can change up the artifacts and everything. Sophia's not getting pyramid. Yeah, every now and then it looked like she wasn't. Sometimes I've seen it actually glitch out where the pyramid comes up, but you don't actually see it. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure all of them are pretty geared up here. Oden is all geared up. So we don't need the string. Let's go with the call in here. What's going on? A brand new subscriber, Noragami. Thank you for subbing to the channel. Again, guys, we are going on 23,000 subscribers, which is crazy. Almost to 23,000. My Graveborn team for Team 4 is dying so quick. Yeah, it seems like this is going to be a lot of RNG in here, guys. And again, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. 150 plus level deficiency, especially if we get through the next couple stages into the next boss stage, which I want to finish this one out. We are going to finish this one out. And Farael is just getting burned up here, but there we go. Kept him alive with Silas. They're just doing so much damage, guys. It's kind of crazy. Oden is another hero, guys. We need to build up the engraving. I feel like if we can take down one or two of these targets, we can get this down, but it's just getting through some of these tougher targets. This is a pretty unique build, too, especially with Khazard being down here. Because, again, the crowd control aspect. What's going on? Air Tap as well. All of the members joining us today, guys. How have you been doing? Air Tap shows up every now and then. Sono Rez, I feel like I see him a little bit more than Air Tap. But guys, every now and then we see him pop right in for some AFK Arena live stream. Still doing the Sunday live streams. Absolutely love it. Got to do some shopping after this. But again, I want to get this stage down. 40-8. Oden is just getting destroyed. What's going on, Chris? Is Fang okay? Do you mean Fane? Yeah, Fane seems pretty unique, guys. A lot of players are building Fane. I don't know if Sono Rez has built Fane. Let me know. I don't know if some of the players that are in further progression stages have built Fane or seen an actual use for Fane. And Oden just dying out so quick. Let's try. I'm just hoping, because Kel'thar is killing him out so fast. Literally, it's like one shot. And Oden is just getting destroyed. But there's the slow. But see, they're holding their own, but usually it's only through the immunity. And I don't like that once you kill Kel'thar, especially the enemy Kel'thar, he comes back in that spectral form and usually just destroys us, guys. We usually get destroyed with Kel'thar coming back. Got some minions up there. And this is the team that won it. Welcome back, Mari. He's not worth it. Yeah, I know Javid was saying yes, definitely worth it. That's why mainly I rely on my guild and how they kind of pose the hero. And look at that. We have another new supporter, guys. Another hippo supporter. Marku, thank you for joining us. Got the little white hippo. Every couple months, guys, that little hippo changes. That's why AirTap and Sono Rez have a different hippo. And I believe it goes out to 2 years, which is crazy. Try using Isold. Isold gets destroyed, guys. Especially at this level with the level deficiency. Isold doesn't scale fast enough. Yeah, Khazard is pretty tough down here. But again, guys, this is a team that we know has performed well. And this is a team that we know has won this battle. And has won this battle at lower levels. So again, just some of the RNG aspect that it's going to take to win some of these stages. There's actually been a couple stages that we've went, 50, 100, 150 times on. Even with the free-to-play account, the new race that I have had an insane amount of stages. I sat on stages for probably 1,000 attempts while I was at work. I have my iPad next to my desk, just rerunning. And finally, it would get to a point where it clicked and the stage would work, which I love. Yeah, and that exactly what Javid said. A lot of people have said that very strong build. We're going to switch up some of our artifacts in here and see if we can actually get this to work a little bit better. Because remember, guys, the campaign is quite a bit different. So I want to see about like the waistband here, just to give Grez a lot more of the survivability. And looking at the artifacts they're utilizing, they're actually using a couple different ones, including the eye. So actually swapping this up with a couple of heroes. And then Silas, yep, using the call, using that. Everything else is the exact same. In running the Warden, I like the Windbinder, but most players are running the Warden on him. So artifacts changed. That's the exact set. Again, Grez, little bit of survivability with that. I'm hoping is that he's not going to die as quick. And even there, guys, look, Oden did not die instantly on this one, which might make a difference between being able to finish this one out, because I believe Kel'thar went elsewhere. Kel'thar went to Farael. So that allows Oden to live, which it looks pretty close. If we can get Khazar down, we might have this one, guys. We're getting there. We are getting there. Oden is killing the formation. Yeah, we're trying to get him down pretty early. And it looks like this time we might have gotten Oden down a little bit earlier in this one. And look at Kel'thar, guys. Man, Kel'thar is just a monster. And I know we do need to have Oden built a little more. I know it would make a really big difference down here, is having his engraving much higher. What's going on? Pleb heads? Use Athalia for Oden. Yeah, we can throw Athalia in here. And there, guys, Kel'thar. But look, we got the fear. Farael got the crowd control there. Could it work? Boom! Just took the RNG, but we did get it down. Very nice, guys. Now we are on our final stage here, which is going to be our most interesting. I actually like this formation quite a bit. So we are running this easy formation. And then, again, a lot of players dropped out. Merlin actually dropped in Mortas in this formation. Yeah, I thought about Athalia. Again, just the RNG factor, guys. Boom, there's Heinz's ult, which is kind of crazy. But this is the formation that wins it, guys. Finally done. Thank you, Javid. It is done. We just have to make sure, again, I need Mortas to be stronger. But look at the crowd control, guys. Just chaining the crowd control, which is what we definitely need to get this to work. Mortas, I think we swapped out as an artifact. That's what I was just thinking. We'll swap Merlin. I'm sure he can use one. I call for Awaken Arden. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Sinhard. Awaken Arden would be super broke. It would be very, very fun to see. But yes, would be super broke. Arden is a pain. Isabella is a pain. A lot of them are just super difficult to deal with, guys, especially early game. If you're playing any early game, you know the pain that we've been dealing with. So actually the artifact they're running in here, and we can change this up a little bit. They're actually running, interesting enough, Dura's Blade. That is right, guys. The Blade gives us a ton more attack rating out of here than I just want to see. So, yep. And then Mortis. And actually, we've changed this up. One of the good ones to run on the Prince is the Call. It's actually the best artifact for him by far is running the Call on him, because he has the ability to chain. He will actually chain stun a bunch of different heroes running the Call. So artifacts do matter. Is the furniture on Mortis good? Yeah, the Mortis doesn't need it. And that's what a lot of people say. Mortis doesn't need the furniture. Mortis doesn't need the engraving. Ultimately, when you get to a point, when you're getting to a specific point in the game, you have to build them stronger to deal with the issues that we see with survivability. It is really the big thing that we see. When he gets to the point of Mortis not being able to live anymore, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all if Mortas, just like here, if Mortas dies out in a hit, boom, he didn't get to buff anybody. So Mortas essentially within this formation had absolutely no purpose because he died out too quick. And that's where it might be beneficial even in here to put in someone like Merlin, because again, if Mortas is going to continue to die out, he's not bringing really anything to the team, where we would have Merlin that could actually bring a little bit to the team because I have him built up more. So damage mitigation might make a little bit of a difference, hopefully. And also dealing with the survivability. RNG's got to work. Shizoo, thank you for all the content. By the way, Peggy and Alna are the favorite heroes. Yes, Peggy, guys, most of you know, guys, I had super, super high hopes for Peggy when Peggy came out. Little bit disappointing overall with the performance of Peggy, but I definitely have the high hopes. Thank you. And Alna, absolutely, guys. Alna is super, super tough. When it comes to the Curse Realm, which hero should I focus on first? Been wanting to shift focus from the campaign to the Curse Realm. So, Felipe, there is actually a guide over on Reddit. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Javid. I don't have him strong enough to do well. There's a guide on Reddit, and I believe it is from AFK Artie, if I'm not mistaken. I think AFK Artie actually put up a guide for the Cursed Realm specifically with what heroes to utilize and which heroes to build first, which is awesome. It is a very cool guide, and it is just entirely set on the Cursed Realm, which is exactly what you're looking for. Check out the guide that's over there. It is exactly what you're looking for the Cursed Realm and what heroes take the highest priority. Pretty much within a lot of the formations, the big thing to really build, or the big thing to do within the Cursed Realm, is the heroes that deal damage. If you're missing the damage, which there we go, guys, got it done. Boom, reward stage is done. Look at that, 409, 519 to 665. Guys, they're making a really big level deficiency here. It's kind of crazy, again, how fast these level deficiencies are climbing. And let's see, even in here, because we could swap up. And I don't think, I was just thinking, we're swapping the callback between both of these heroes. I need to build up Mortas more. I know, I absolutely do. Mortas needs to be ascended. I'm going to have to put furniture on him, again, dealing with survivability issues. Mortas is absolutely going to have to be stronger. Ultimate ability, just about rocked the team, but we got Soulless back here, who is hard to deal with, guys. And we also have Namora. Not sure we're going to do enough damage to take this team down. Namora's almost down. But again, guys, look at the healing. Yeah, this is going to be one that we're going to have to. Yeah, 153 level deficiency. Again, guys, every stage that we fight in here just adds more to the deficiency and more to the deficiency. It's kind of crazy to see, again, how fast some of these deficiencies do play out. And the amount of damage that these heroes are taking. Once Almas goes deep root, guys, it's really hard to get through the amount of damage you need to get through here. So we're going to have to probably swap out. And I'm thinking some more of the damage here. And we're building out the rest of our gear. We still do have quite a bit to do. But I'm hoping the crowd control factor here. Boom, there goes the cannon. Which Leonardo died out pretty quick right there. But we took out Namora. Oh, can we do it? It's going to be close. I think we can get this one down. Yeah, Artie's been, I think Artie's been pretty busy as of lately, along with a lot of content creators in season as well. I know in season's been working on a couple new things, which again, guys, a lot of it just takes time. That is really a lot of it is just the significant amount of time that it takes. Yeah, we could throw in Ezio. Ezio and Prince of Persia, I like them both. Ezio I do not have built probably to where I need to. But we could definitely swap them out. Because Ezio is right here. And again, I don't have gear for Ezio, short of possibly putting on the Prince of Persia. Where's Merlin in the comp? So Merlin actually dropped out of quite a few comps. I've seen Merlin not really utilized as much within the comps, and also a lot of players have taken out Arthur and actually put in Albedo. So it's, again, the damage mitigation here. We just need Ainz to ult. And we need Ainz to live. Ezio's going down real quick. Prince of Persia could help here. But I'm hoping that... See, look at the healing, guys. It's kind of crazy. It is absolutely insane with how much... Again, we'll drop Prince of Persia. We'll see if we can just chain stun some of these guys. See, there's the stun. There's another stun. I was hoping the crowd control stun, which it almost took out Namora. I feel like we just need to get kind of lucky with some of the critical hits. If we can get Namora down, we should be able to put Rain for Ezio. What is a good artifact for Entendre? Highest artifact is the Drape. If you're only running the Drape right now, if you don't have any of the class-specific artifacts, I would go ahead and run like the Eye on her. So you guys, a lot of people have said you get to a point where most of, we even have Rain pretty maxed out, Ainz is not doing enough damage. On a lot of the comps is the problem that we're seeing. We need Ainz to ult one more time. But see, even there, guys, it didn't do anything. Yeah, I think Prince of Persia is going to be the one to get this one done. So we're going to swap out. We'll swap in the Prince of Persia. I feel like if we can get lucky with the stuns, we can keep the team kind of stunned. Once we get the ult off, we don't get crowd controlled. Namora, I thought she just died. Took them both out in the back. Just got a kill out. We're not going to. Look at the tree, guys. The tree just going to town. Look at that. Almost 1 billion healing. The tree. Absolutely. Arthur's my main tank and most loved unit. Yeah. So the big thing is a lot of players are running Alna. Merlin, or not Merlin, Arthur, yeah, he's kind of taken a backseat to a couple different heroes. We don't see the damage that we used to with him, which is the reason you need crowd control. Why not Leonardo? Yeah, we have Leonardo in there. Again, between either of these two guys, just to crowd control. Leonardo, if we can get Leo to ult, not only the crowd control aspect, but see, he's just dying out super fast. If we can get him to ult, he'll not only provide the additional damage, but also the crowd control aspect. Mishka, I still got to build. Yeah, the tree needs a rework. Absolutely, Peter. Your deficiency, kind of okay. I'm 420 with 200. Yeah, Paint 2, I absolutely agree. My level deficiency here is good. When we continue progression, it's just going to take time. That's really the big thing, is when you get into higher level deficiencies, is the battles can be won. It's just, it takes an incredible amount of time to win them. That's where a lot of players do get kind of stuck. Arthur with engraving 60 is OP. Why are you not using Grezhul and Alna? Oh, use Grezhul and Alna. We can throw in Grezhul and Alna. Trying to overrun the great tree, guys. Where's our Alna Grez? I like this one in here with Oden. Got the crowd control, of course, with Farael. Got the crowd control with Oden. And I don't like when Silas just comes out to the front line. But I think this will be our last stage. Yeah, Almas is immune to CC. That's one of the tough parts. Almas is good. I mean, Almas has been a solid unit. They just made him a tank. He just needs a different class. But honestly, I still need Silas built up with the engraving, guys. The mitigation that he does is kind of crazy. Look at that, 1.53 billion, 895 million. That is awesome. All right, guys, so 4-10, we'll collect up a little bit of loot here. We can do one more Stargazer pull just by the skin of our teeth. See if possibly we can pull another copy of Haelus. And there, Silent Rose is summoning Saurus. So we're going to do one pull here, and that'll be it. Boom. Might be a Haelus, but it is loot. We definitely needed some more loot out of there, especially when it comes to all of our essence. We are looking for so much essence, guys. Which there's a copy of Desira. Get one of Mishka. Definitely need copies of Mishka. We have one there for Hendrik. Then a couple rare cards. So I think that'll add another star, guys. We need furniture. Furniture for Mishka. But that takes Mishka to 4 stars. Continuing to build out these guys. All right, guys. So that will do it for today's stream. Look at that. 40-10. So we went through 10 stages today. I'm hoping that every week at a minimum, we can get through at least 10 stages, continuing to push the level deficiency. Even looking here, guys, we're at what, I think we're at 153. We're almost to 160 at this point. Continuing to make some progression in here and continuing to gain more levels. Again, once we get enough essence, boom, there is level 520. Just go through the whole entire sub-level, sit with no essence again. That's kind of the kind of where we're stuck right now. How long will Mauler? Yeah, Peter, we've been wondering that since Nemitsu. How long till Maulers get a support class? In the time that we have had Nemitsu. So Nemitsu, of course, is the only Mauler support. In that time, we have seen, that's right, guys, we have seen Silas. Silas has come to the Graveborn, which he is right here. A little bit later, we got Desira. We actually picked up Desira for the Graveborns. And that's right, guys, we just picked up Fane for the Graveborns, which means that overall, we've had Nemitsu since the beginning of time. He was one of the earliest support heroes. The Graveborn have seen 3, that is right, guys, 3 support heroes in that time that the Maulers are still just sitting on Nemitsu. So that is it, guys. That is all that we have seen. So someday soon, maybe what if they make an awakened Nemitsu? What if they're waiting on Mauler support to make an awakened Nemitsu? Would be absolutely crazy, guys. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm still shooting for Baden. I think Baden is going to be the next awakened hero. It'd be very cool to see. So guys, again, that'll do it for today's stream. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for the new subscribers and the new members of the channel. Always the love and support that we get. So again, guys, Javid loves the Fane. I want to see exactly how well Fane is going to work. At this point, we're just going to wait, but we are into chapter 40. Thank you guys for joining us for the stream. And as always, thank you guys for watching.